you are not a man. Therefore, you have the right to live your life according to your cycle, according to your divine nature of how the universe made you to be. You are the leader of your life. You decide. If the set of rules that were imposed to you do not resonate with you anymore, if you don't agree with how you've been living your life until now, you can change it. And you can decide to incorporate a couple things to make you feel more connected to your feminine energy and therefore improve your quality of life. In this video, I'm going to show you how to be in your feminine energy. Women have to stop operating like man. We are not designed like man. For example, men have a 24-hour hormonal cycle, so it's easy for them to have the same structure and the same workload every single day. Women, we have a monthly hormonal cycle between 28 to 35 days. The structure and the workload is going to be different inside of this whole month for us. We are expected as women to work in a society and operate like a man, but we are not. We are different. Our system is different. Our design is different. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can reclaim that power and how you can work with your feminine design, because your life is completely going to change. If you feel exhausted, if you feel drained, if you feel burnt out, if you feel behind, if you feel that your life has no meaning or no purpose, if you feel like you've been working too hard and you've been overworking yourself, if you feel like you're getting results but you're exhausted, that means that your system needs to rest. We have to understand as women that rest is productive. And this is one aspect of working with your feminine energy and being in your feminine energy, is integrating rest in your life. So the first thing you need to do to start operating like a woman, to start being in your feminine energy, is to slow down. Slowing down is going to allow you to have more space in your life, to take care of yourself, to do more of the things you love and that bring you joy, and to rest. We cannot overfunction all the time. The body is not designed to be in stress mode all the time. That's going to create problems in your system, in your body. If your cycle, your monthly cycle, is not regulated, is dysregulated, if it's painful, that means that you are not working with it. You're not understanding it. You're not honoring it as your operating system. When you change it, when you slow down, when you adapt and understand that your feminine design is so sacred and is here to help you and is here to give you the life that you want, then you will feel better. Imagine you're going to the gym. When you're working out, your muscle fibers are breaking. You're doing a leg workout and your muscle fibers are breaking. For you to get stronger, you need to rest. You need those muscle fibers to recover so that you can break them again and build the muscle. That's how it works. Same with your body and your system. Your system needs to rest, especially after a long period of work. If you have been overworking and overexhausting yourself, it is time you slow down. Perhaps slowing down is not going to be so familiar to you and you're going to say, oh, what am I supposed to do when I'm resting? Nothing. Girl, nothing. You're just supposed to be. You are a human being, not a human doing. So let's just be. Allow yourself to be. Part of being in your feminine energy is being in that feminine energy. Your worth is not defined from what you do, but from who you are. So let yourself be. Embody that feminine energy in your rest time. How can you incorporate rest in your routine? Is there a time of the day where you can unplug a little bit early? Allow yourself to have those times of rest and of slowing down, because your system needs it to regulate itself. In a practical sense, how does that work for you? Can you make space for yourself to go out to nature, to take a walk, to get out of the house without your phone, to do something for yourself that doesn't require you to be productive and focused. What brings you joy? Make a list of all those things that bring you joy and do more of them. Can you have a slow morning? I love slow mornings. My mornings usually are waking up, taking my time to make my bed, to make some tea or some morning beverage. I read in the morning, I lay in the sun, I slowly prepare my day. I love slow mornings because it allows me to take care of myself first, make sure my needs are met, and then I can go and show up to the world when my needs are met. Being in your feminine energy is understanding how to take care of yourself because you come first. Nobody is going to come into your life and take care of you if you don't take care of yourself. If you don't set the boundaries to say, this is my time, this is my morning time, this is my evening time, this is my Saturday, this is my Sunday, this is how I like to spend my time personally. Because if you do have a lot of responsibilities, it is time you rest and you slow down and you allow perhaps other people to take over, or to just stop doing some things that are over exhausting you and do not add to your peace of mind and to your harmony. If you are not okay, how is everything else in your life going to be okay? One of the best ways to reconnect with your feminine energy is to connect with your heart, to be in your heart instead of being in your head. Using logic and reason is good for day-to-day decisions for work, but when it comes to being a human being, it happens here. Being in your feminine energy is being in your heart's energy, operating from your heart, not as much as your mind. Yeah, using your intuition that resides in your heart to navigate life and being in tune with your emotions. Your feminine energy is inside this container here, inside your heart chakra, right? So connect with it, connect with your heartbeat, connect with the life that resides inside of you. Once you do this, once you connect to your heart to unconditional love, you can also connect to your womb. I invite you to place one hand on your chest, on your heart space, and the other hand on your womb, and feel the connection. You can do this every day. You can do this when you wake up. You can do this before going to sleep, and simply close your eyes and breathe until you relax your body more and more. Connect with your heartbeat. Feel your heartbeat in your hand. And connect to your womb space as well. What does it have to say to you? Your feminine energy is this, is making it work inside your system and inside your body, and allowing yourself to receive and to get what you want from a place of attracting, not chasing, from a place of being in that energy already. Divine feminine energy is knowing that you already have it, that it's already yours, and relaxing in that knowing. Relaxing in that knowing. How can you relax more? Connect to your heart, be with your heart. When you lose the focus, when you get distracted, come back to yourself, come back to your heart. This is your center. Operate from your heart. Start operating from this center, and you will see how your energy changes, how you start being more attractive, how you start getting the things that you want without any additional effort from your side. Feminine energy is attracting, it's magnetizing, because your energy field, your heart field is strong and solid and emits unconditional love. So the whole exercise here that I want to encourage you to do is to make sure that you're in your heart as much as you can, be here with yourself. This is real. This is your energy. Cultivate that energy. Yeah? Divine feminine energy. What is it? It is what you are. How you feel inside of yourself. Cultivate that energy. How does it feel for you? What's it like for you? Connect with your heart and stay in your heart all day. When I say slow down and relax, it doesn't mean that you let go of everything and you just lay in your bed all day. No, listen to this. How can you bring more calm and relaxation in the things that you already do? For example, in your work, how can you be more relaxed? In your relationships, how can you be more relaxed? When you're cooking, when you're doing whatever you're doing during your day, how can you bring that element of relaxation and being in your heart? It's about who you're being, not what you're doing. Being in that feminine energy is going to allow you to flow easily, to use less force. You don't have to use force because the universe will bring all the necessary help to help you achieve your mission. Another way to tap into your feminine energy is to treat yourself like a goddess. Treat yourself like a queen, and I mean it in every single aspect of your life. How does a goddess eat? Eat like a goddess, sleep like a goddess, work like a goddess. Allow yourself to receive all the goodness and to give it to yourself as well. Whatever you choose to consume, whether it's food or social media, everything you consume is going to become part of you. So how would a goddess live her life? And live your life as her. Honor yourself, honor your cycle. How are you expecting someone else to come and treat you well if you don't treat yourself well? And when I say treat yourself like a goddess, also in your mind, talk to yourself like a queen or like a goddess. What's your narrative inside of your head? Is it negative? Is it judging? Is it self-deprecating? You have to change that. A goddess, a true divine feminine being, has compassion for herself. She has empathy. She has unconditional love. She shows up for herself. She has discipline, but not a discipline that uses force. It's more a discipline that is a devotion to yourself. How can you be more devoted to treating yourself well? You deserve to be treated well. And if you want to be treated well by others, it has to start with you. So how can you treat yourself exquisitely well? What rituals can you incorporate in your life that make you feel like a goddess? Perhaps a skincare routine that makes you feel amazing. It doesn't have to be a million product. It can be like an oil that you use at nighttime, or it can be an incense that you use to cleanse your energy. Whatever it is that makes you feel like you're a relaxed goddess, that's what you need to do more of. And that will look different for every single one of you. For me, treating myself like a goddess means making sure that I eat really well. I eat nutritious, organic foods, that I feel satisfied and satiated with what I eat, that I eat plenty of vegetables and fruits to have vitamins and minerals, and I drink lots of water, and I do my own teas and infusions. That's what I love to do for myself. That's how I feel like I am treating myself well. How are you going to do that for yourself? What does that look like for you, treating yourself well? How can you talk to yourself in a more positive way? People are going to be attracted to you according to your energy. If you are emitting an energy of, I treat myself like a goddess, I talk to myself like a goddess, not in a pretentious way, but in a way that you respect yourself. You have a level of respect for yourself, then people will respect that as well and will come meet you there. Part of being in your divine feminine energy is to have boundaries, is to set boundaries. If you are treating yourself well, if you're respecting yourself, if you're being honest with yourself, if you're working on yourself, you're not going to allow other people to treat you less than that. That's a fact. So knowing how to say no and when to say no and remove yourself from places and situations that want to take from you is so important. Being in your feminine energy is not about being all roses and flowers and fluffy things. No. It's about knowing yourself and understanding that you are such a treasure. You are a sacred being, and so how you share yourself intimately with people matters the most. You are not going to share your energy and your body with anyone. If you respect yourself, then you will choose people according to your level of self-respect and self-value. I would say one of the most effective things to connect to your feminine energy is to connect with your cycle. You have a monthly cycle, Look at it like seasons. You have 4 seasons or 4 phases in your cycle. You have your inner spring, your inner summer, your inner fall, and your inner winter. And so what does it look like for you to be going through all these seasons in 1 month? You are going to be very productive in one season, and you are going to be able to rest in another season. So when you understand how these seasons work, you can make your life work according to your divine design. So the expectations of yourself are going to change when you access and tap into your feminine energy, because you will understand that you can do a week's worth of work in 2 days when you're ovulating, and you don't need to be productive and working all the time to be successful. It's another paradigm, it's another dynamic, it's another perspective from which you see life and from which you function that allows you to function with your divine design. Your cycle is really a superpower because it holds the keys for you to live a life in harmony with who you actually are. When you slow down, when you relax your body, and when you tap into your heart, that is going to automatically send a signal to your system, to your body, that your cycle can work, can function properly, because you cannot function in high stress mode all the time. You can't. And the society that we live in is built on that. It's built on overworking yourself and being productive. But you are not a man. Therefore, you have the right to live your life according to your cycle, according to your divine nature of how the universe made you to be. So trust yourself and your intuition. The more you trust yourself, the more you're going to form a coherent signal inside of you that will magnetize and attract all of the things you want. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you took something away from it. Let me know in the comments how you like to connect to your feminine energy, what has helped you. Thank you for being here. I'll see you in the next video.